going on, guys? Finally getting back to you with another upload here once again, and I do apologize for the delay. That last video that I uploaded was a short, and it was basically just a little short video that was just kind of letting you guys know that we did start taking crops off. We started taking beans off first, and then we got a little bit of rains, and we switched over to some corn. Shoved corn for a little bit, it dried off a little bit, so then we took a little bit of beans off. Well, then it rained again, so now we're back to shelling corn again, and I haven't been in the harvester yet. I haven't been up in the combine here lately. I've been busy, you know, keeping up with my lawns, and then I've been just been busy. So wanted to go ahead and show you guys some fall tillage here today, just so that everybody is aware. We did end up getting a new ripper to work up our corn stalks and weed stubble, and if we want to work any bean stubble also. But we got ourselves a 18-foot Krause Dominator, and let me tell you what, it blows our old ripper out of the water. We had an old PC Brent, and it was the biggest piece of crap that, you know, we ever had on the farm. So we traded it in and we bought this Dominator. And I love it. Does a really good job up here on the sand, and up here on the silty ground does a really good job of working up the residue. She does bark a little bit when you do get her up here into the low ground, and when you're going up hills a little bit, sometimes you gotta downshift. But so far she's been able to get up the little ridges right here and high. Running in B2 high right now, going across the field. But I do gotta say, when we get up there in that clay ground, it puts this big girl to work. It's all she wants to do to get through that clay ground. And I was originally gonna upload a video sooner, but I went to go edit my video on my laptop, and somehow my GoPro got bumped over to some different setting, and I uploaded the video to my desktop to go and edit it in my editing software, and the video was like really fast. It was only like 30 seconds long, so I must have did something and didn't realize it, so I had to delete that. So now I'm here trying to make another video here again. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep rolling here, keep on working around here for a little bit. I'd like to get up to at least behind the grain bins tonight, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. hoping later on here in the week, or here in the next week or so, I can get a video of some combine action here. I'd like to get a couple harvest videos uploaded here. Let me tell you what, ever since I started my own business, it's a hell of a lot harder to get stuff uploaded onto YouTube. So really hoping that you can stay up to date with what's going on here on the farm, and try to upload as often as I can. There's just times where I either A, I forget my GoPro, B, the battery's dead and it's about to die, or C, I'm in too big a hurry or more worried about what I'm doing than recording. So I know that may sound bad to some people, but hey, it is what it is. YouTube is just a hobby, it's not a priority, so I upload only when it's convenient. It's been about 5 years since we've done any heavy tillage to this farm. Been doing some minimal tillage to it and cover crops. So we figured with all the rain that we got, this past summer, and all the rain that we still are getting, water is a really, really big factor that plays into compaction. So we figured with all the rain that we've gotten this year, we better rip it up, just in case there is any compaction out here. Which sand, you can compact sand just as bad as you can compact clay. Just because it's a softer soil doesn't mean that you can't compact it. You can compact sand. It is possible. I'm going to keep on at it here for a while, and like I say, I'd like to get up to behind the grain bins done here tonight, or at least close to it. We'll just have to see how tonight goes. It's 10 till 6 now, and I usually don't like to work around at night unless I absolutely have to, because I get to turning the wheel so damn much that it fishtails my passes, and you come back the next morning to a whopper jawed path looks like I had been drinking. So I'm gonna go ahead and, like I say, hope to get up to at least behind the grain bins done tonight, get all the long passes done, so that way all we gotta do tomorrow is the short stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on at it, guys, and I'll show you some progress being made here in just a little bit. Alright, so figured I'd do a little update before we get up to the bins. We're getting kind of close. We probably got about, I don't know, probably 6 or 8 more rounds before we get over there to the bins. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to continue working back here where it's getting dark instead of over there. That way I'm closer to the house, and that way when I'm ready to quit, I can just drive right up here and not have to drive from over there all the way over to here. So we're definitely making some pretty good progress. I'm telling you what, this Dominator is paying for itself like you would not believe. The fact that it's bigger, it works the ground a lot more level. We can set the discs on this ripper to continuous flow, so that way the discs will change throughout different kinds of soil conditions. So that's really nice, and it's saving us a lot more time. You know, our other ripper was not near this big. So it's amazing what a few extra feet will do. Because this, like I said, this is an 18-footer. And you don't have to worry about overlapping or nothing. I mean, it's right dead nuts on 18 feet. You ain't got to worry about missing anything or whatnot. You just keep that front disc gang right along the dirt, or close to it at least. And the back end is actually a little bit wider than the front end, so it'll actually get it. Sticks out there just a little bit more. So as long as you got that disc right along the soil just like that, it'll get it. I'm telling you what, this GoPro is definitely paying for itself too, because I can make videos and still be able to use both hands and not have to worry about holding on to a camera while I'm trying to do stuff. Getting up here in this heavy ground, it's just a little bit wetter than the other stuff. She's pulling through it all right. Was. I know for one thing, she doesn't like it when you go across dirt that's already been worked once. I got a Deaccelerator foot switch down here on the floor, so I ain't got to worry about shifting from high to low all the time. I can just throttle it down. Go, keep on at it. Can tell that that ripper's back there in them low spots. As far as what gear pattern I'm running in B2 high right now. This tractor's got an A range, a B range, a C range, and a D range. And then you got first gear, second gear, third gear, and reverse. Up on the heavy ground, we were running in A3, only going about 5 miles an hour. And up here on the sandier soils, we're in B2 high, running about anywhere from 7 to 7.3 mile an hour across the field. auto steer because that's in the combine. So one of these days we'll probably end up investing in another monitor and bubble. Hopefully next spring. We'd like to put the steering shaft in this tractor so that we don't have to run the knee knocker all the time on the steering wheel. That way we can keep this steering wheel in the combine, that we can run this with the auto steer bubble that's we already have, and then hopefully next year we can get another auto steer monitor and bubble and have two monitors. That way when we're working ground during the springtime we can still plant with auto steer, because that way both tractors are auto steer Green Star ready. And then in the fall we'll just keep the auto steer monitor in this, take the other auto steer monitor out of the planting tractor and put it up in the combine. So this tractor will more than likely have a monitor and bubble on it 24/7. And then it'll just go back and forth between the combine and the planting tractor. Not too sure if it's supposed to rain tonight. It looks like it's getting kind of darkish over there, so I don't know if a fluke shower, a pop-up shower is working its way this way or not. Not really too sure. I'll have to wait and see. I'll have to wait and see what happens later on. One nice thing about having the auto steer in a tillage tractor is you can actually set it up to actually run every other pass instead of every pass. That way you don't have to worry about turning your tractor so sharp. And something that normally I like to do is I like to run in a great big circle instead of skipping every other pass, then having to go back across the field again to fill in the passes that you skipped. I like to make just one great big loop and just keep on working in a great big loop, great big circle, so that way you're constantly not having to turn the tractor so hard all the time. That's another benefit about it. But hey, we only got one monitor and one bubble, so I have no problem steering by hand whatsoever. Well, the night's still young, so we're gonna go ahead and keep on at her and hopefully get on over there to that grain setup here soon and get into some of these shorter passes.